Good morning and welcome to another video. Hope everyone's well and safe during this quarantine period. So it's week two of the plan, day one, and I'm out for my first run already. I got up about an hour ago. Didn't feel too hungry, so I've decided just to run fasted and get this run out the way. Then I've got the rest of the day to get on with other things. So yeah, as I say, currently on my easy run at the moment. About half a mile in. Yeah, see how it goes. I'm about 2 miles in now. My legs felt pretty good in that last mile, so I picked up the pace a bit. Ran about 8:09 that mile, which is quicker than what I've been averaging for these easy runs. I tell you what though, the weather today is absolutely stunning. It's ideal barbecue weather. Saying that, I haven't even had a barbecue this year yet, and the weather's been great during this quarantine period. Maybe today calls for barbecue, I don't know. We'll see.
Right guys, I'm back home now. So I've just finished off my first run of the week, which is a 5 mile easy run. Felt pretty good. So 5 miles, average pace 8:16 minutes per mile, which is quicker than sort of the average easy miles that I was running last week. So as I mentioned earlier, after the first mile felt pretty good, so my legs felt quite relaxed, so decided to pick up the pace a bit. So the splits were as follows: so 8:31 for the first mile, then after I picked up 8:11, 8:12, 8:11, 8:15, so pretty happy with that. So yeah, that was the run. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it was a fasted run, so I haven't had anything to eat yet. I think my siblings are cooking up a fry-up, which is going to go down a treat. So I'm going to head off, have some rest and get some food down me. So I'll see you in the next one.
So it's been a few days since I picked up the camera. I thought I'd take this opportunity to give an update on the programme for this week. So Tuesday I had a pyramid interval session. So what's meant by that is that you run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then back down to 1 minute intervals with 2 minute recovery and rest in between each of those sets. That session was pretty tough. So yesterday was a rest day. Now today it's currently about 5:30, just finished work. I'm about to head out for my easy run. It's got 4 miles that I need to do tonight. It's quite warm today, so I'm thinking whether I should just give it another half hour, an hour before I go out. Hopefully the weather's just cooled down a little bit. So yeah, so 4 miles today. I'll probably take my GoPro out and I'll see you on the road.
It's quite a bit of time has passed since my last update. What happened was I felt a bit hungry, so I went and got some food and then I fell asleep on the sofa. Nonetheless, I'm out here now, got my trainers on, I'm running. Just over 2.5 miles into the run, time elapsed 21 minutes, averaging about 8:09 for this easy run. So the pace is pretty good, quicker than my easy runs last week. Legs are feeling okay as well, so I don't want to go all out because I've got a few more miles for this rest of the week. There we go, that's run number 3 of week 2 done. Easy 4 miles in 32.5 minutes, 8:06 minutes per mile. Got a few niggles. So I've got a bit of a niggle on my right knee, underneath sort of the kneecap. I've had this sort of niggle and pain before. Don't really know how to get rid of it. I'm hoping it gets better sort of overnight with a bit of rest. And then on my left ankle or around the Achilles, somewhere around there is a bit not quite sore, but you know, something that doesn't feel 100%. So again, I need to give that a bit of a rest before tomorrow. So tomorrow I've got 5 miles, and then on Sunday I've got the longer run. So just going to head home, put my feet up, maybe put a bit of ice on the left ankle, let it rest, and hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow. good evening. Hope everyone is well. It's Friday at last, finally the weekend. Despite only working 4 days because of that holiday, it felt like a 5-day week. But yeah, just really glad that is the weekend now. So, just currently on my easy run at the minute. The niggles, which I mentioned I picked up sort of yesterday, on yesterday's run, have gone, which is good news. So yeah, so I'm out on this easy run, followed by a few strides later. So you're probably wondering why I'm wearing these silly glasses. I probably look a little bit daft, and the reason for that is I suffer from hay fever, so the pollen has been just battering my eyes the last couple of days. Really itchy, so I'm hoping this will just defend the pollen and save my eyes from a bit of itchy and soreness today. Check this out. So that's the view I've got this evening, which is pretty nice. Nice to be out sort of in the, not quite the countryside, but be out in the fresh air. Yeah, just hit a mile, I think about 8.5 minutes, so 4 miles to go. Let's go. It's Sunday, out on my 8-mile run.
Right, welcome back. A considerable amount of time has actually passed since my run earlier. It's actually 9:20, so it's been almost 12 hours since my run. So yeah, it was an 8-mile run. It was a lot harder than it should have been. So the first 3 miles was fine, that was easy pace, and then it got to 2 miles tempo pace. So the first mile at tempo pace was 6:45, around that. A little bit slower than I needed to be, but it's probably one of the fastest miles that I've ran in quite a long time, so pretty happy with that. And I won't lie, I took a probably 30-second break, if that, just to have a bit of water and consume my energy gel, sort of catch my breath really. So the next tempo mile was 6:35, so a lot better, but that probably helped by with the break. And then the last 3 easy miles was terrible. My legs sort of gave up. My Achilles, something was wrong with my Achilles, so I had to have another break just to let my Achilles sort of rest and just take a bit of a breather. Yeah, that was 3 miles to get me to the 8 miles. So that sort of concludes the training for week 2. Just to share my thoughts real quick. So it consisted of 5 runs. I ran a total of around 30 miles. I think I have about 5 hours of sort of running time. Still feeling pretty good, pretty optimistic, still enjoying it at the moment. I think they're probably the hardest runs of the programme so far, by far, definitely the intervals. So I think the interval session that's coming up next week is going to be even harder, so yeah, why not bring it on? One of the downsides is the recovery. So obviously this week I had 5 runs with 2 rest days, and I'm not used to this sort of volume of running, so I don't think my legs are fully recovered for each run, each day. Because even this morning, I felt like my quads hadn't fully recovered, still a little bit achy, and that's despite me foam rolling them. Maybe perhaps I'm not doing them often enough. So I'd appreciate if anyone's got any sort of recovery tips or any suggestions on speedy recovery, I suppose. So currently the things I'm currently doing are stretching and also just foam rolling. But if there are any other techniques or tips out there, then do let me know. And another request I've got is send me your Spotify playlist for running or gym. Looking for something sort of quite high tempo, upbeat, that's going to keep me motivated throughout these runs. So I'm currently either listening to podcasts, so currently listening to Peter Crouch podcast, and then just some random other playlists, but I'm getting a bit bored of it. So yeah, I'm looking for recommendations, so drop me either a comment or just send me a message on Instagram. Also forgot to mention that all my runs are on Strava, so if you would like to check out my runs, then yeah, do visit my Strava. And if you have made it this far, thank you for watching. So this is the end of week 2. Week 3 starts again tomorrow. So I shall see you in the next one.